So, sit rep, I know I haven't filmed a lot of this, but
What's that?
I just hold my transmission pan or transmission. I'm out of fluid. I've got no drive. We're trying to get off of this Schoodic mountain trail, which Bill and I didn't even make it all the way up because we're losing light. So we're headed up the Schoodic mountain. There's this trail that Tim had talked to locals about here. It's not marked on anything, on X, what have you. So we got a GPX file from somebody that Pete knows, and it's consistent with the intel that Tim has. So we're gonna proceed on up here. We've just finished.
The zombie got in front. Whoop whoop.
Yeah, somehow we always end up following Pete on these trails. Let's check it out.
We'll be at the top in about 10 minutes.
Maine. If you've watched the prior two videos in this series, and you should, you've seen how beautiful it is. If you've watched my previous Mitsubishi Misfits Winter Romp videos, you know how unforgiving Maine trails can be too. We'd had a week of great weather, great friends, and amazing sights. This was supposed to be the cherry on top, a trip to the top of Schoodic Mountain on a little-known trail. I was expecting a blue, moderately difficult trail. I deprioritized additional armor in my build until next year, having told myself that I wasn't doing any hard wheeling this year. I pick pretty good lines, solicit spots from members of this experienced crew, and don't take risks that can be avoided. This had kept my truck from being bitten by the trails of Maine up until this point. But my luck ran out on this day.
Wheelbase on that. I think it's 109. I think it's like 127 now.
As we progressed up the trail, we started to encounter larger rocks that Bill and I, with our 33-inch tires, needed to pay more attention to than the others on 35s. My longer wheelbase wasn't doing me any favors in some of the tighter sections either.
Nicely done. How many trees do I have to hide behind? I know.
A little more passive. Yep. Drive it, drive it, drive it. Now just drive it like you see it.
Yes, Dave.
Very nice.
There had been a wedding earlier in the day at the summit, and we encountered the wedding party on our way up. We provided them some entertainment on our way through.
Keep coming. All right, drive it. He's got you slack. Go ahead and drive it. Hey, let me see. Hold on, Dave. Hold on.
You ain't out of the woods yet.
Oh. Yeah. Tighten up the winch, Dave. Yeah. Same thing. Let the winch do the work. Go. Give it some wheel. Give it some juice. Give it some gas. There it comes. You're free.
let's take a minute to drink in the truly spectacular views from the summit that I only got to see via this footage from Pete's drone, as I was beginning to understand that this day would end far differently from what I had planned.
So, sit rep, I know I haven't filmed a lot of this, but
What's that?
I just hold my transmission pan or transmission. I'm out of fluid. I've got no drive. We're trying to get off of this Schoodic mountain trail, which Bill and I didn't even make it all the way up because we're losing light, and we decided to turn
Looks like
around.
it's aluminum.
So,
You know anybody can weld aluminum?
I don't know. They're going to have to drag me off of here, I
You're
guess.
okay, Jenny. Don't worry. It can only tip over that way.
So,
This way.
more commentary when I've got some detail.
We were unable to get the truck into neutral or move it at all, so I made the decision to leave it where it was and return to repair it, hopefully the next day.
Are we progressing? Am I good to keep going?
Yeah, we're getting down there.
Okay.
Great. Yeah, just over the side of us, left and right. But we should be moving now. I don't know what we're delaying here.
Did Bill get down that? I mean, Bill had a big drop off to get down just to start the whole thing off.
Almost perfect day. Almost.
Okay, so you might even be able to hear the rooster in the background. I'm sleeping in a ground tent that I had from when my daughter was up here. The truck is still stuck on the trail. And there was really no way to get it out of there. I think the transmission went into a self-preservation mode, so in neutral we couldn't even move the truck, which may be for the best if that would have destroyed the transmission. So the task now is one of finding transmission fluid for this Nissan 9-speed transmission, which is apparently difficult and expensive when I do. I will also need a transmission pan, which I guess I'm gonna have to get from the dealer. There don't seem to be any other options there. It's Sunday, no dealers are open. We talked about trying to fabricate something to, use the existing pan, but still need the fluid. Nobody seems to have that in stock at any auto parts stores around here, and there's a specific fill tool that we need that nobody seems to have anywhere unless I get shipped to me. And although I could have something the same day if I was back in Philadelphia, it's gonna be like maybe Thursday up here in Maine. I'm already kind of resigned to the fact that the truck is gonna sit today, Sunday, and at least part of Monday, because Monday dealers should maybe be open, trying to plot a solution here, and you all will see what that is. Sunday, Bill and Sharon left for Philly. Pete helped me source parts, and those left that evening had a nice dinner in Bass Harbor before Pete and Jenny had to head back to New York on Monday.
Okay, I'm down in Portland. I had to go to 2 dealers, but first off, I got the somewhat unobtainium plastic oil pan, and had to go to a different dealer for the special bolts for that, which are supposedly one-time use. And just to be safe, even though I'm getting some liquid moly that's Matic P compliant, I paid the ridiculous amount of money for the actual Nissan Matic S, like 5 quarts, which is I expect what I'm gonna need to fill. So now all I need to pick up is the socket for those bolts. I will make a stop at Harbor Freight. Tim has everything else we need, and I'm waiting on FedEx for the special tool that allows you to set the different modes of the valve at the bottom of that pan. Can you see it on here? Yeah, this circular thing here, right? You can see there's like, maybe you can't, but there's like arrows. It's got like a couple of different positions for it to be in, depending on if you're filling or draining, or it's in the overflow mode to remove any excess. So it was about a 3-hour drive down here. Stop at Harbor Freight in Ellsworth on my way back onto the island, and be back at Tim's, before dinner time. So let's continue on. Okay, another day has dawned up here on Mount Desert Island. I stopped at Harbor Freight and got a hand pump to pump the stuff out of the bottles, and some Torx E sockets so that we can manipulate those bolts. And now I am just waiting on the drain fill adapter tool that looks like it just arrived in Portland at the FedEx hub there, and hopefully will shortly be on its way to the island. All right, Wednesday morning, FedEx didn't show up with my part until late yesterday, so another day lost, but we have what we need. It's early, still before 7, and Tim's secured for us.
Hey, can you come over and spot me on this corner?
Yeah, you got it, brother. He's got this side-by-side we're gonna run up to try and rescue the truck. You look pretty good there. Yeah, you're good, you're good. All clear. So we're gonna load this bad boy up. We're gonna head up the mountain. We're gonna replace the oil pan for the transmission and hopefully drive down off the mountain. Let's get to it. Alright, so I don't know if we've officially introduced Tim here, but not only has he been our excellent host, but he's now also helping me rescue my truck. So I owe him big time. So over there is the Schoodic Mountain. There we go, back over there. And my truck is, I don't know, probably a little more than halfway up, I would guess. Quicker and easier to take the side-by-side and get up to it. Then we'll replace this pan and drive the Frontier off the mountain. So we got up to the truck, and it's a relief that it doesn't look like anybody's messed with it, which I'm thankful for. You can see where we sit, and you can probably still see the trail of fluid and probably the offending rock back up there that broke this oil pan. Yeah. Here's where she sits. So we're gonna see about getting this oil pan replaced, and then see about this descent, which will still take some care to avoid making things worse. Yeah. All right, well, got a job to do. Let's go do it.
Congratulations. It's a boy.
Oh, where's that?
Or a girl.
Where's that piece? Oh, there it is. It's in the pan. All right, so it's moment of truth. Still a little bit of question about the positions of that flag tool. But we got fluid in the pan. We've got a good pan. And we're going to see if this will start up and if it'll complain about what's going on. So let's see what happens. And I don't care about the low air pressure, that's expected. I'm not getting the same warning lights I was. We'll have to put it in here. Feels like it's going through gears.
Try to go forward 2 inches. Second.
Yeah, we got drive. Oh my God. Shit.
Stop. You can say whatever you want. We're not on video. Alright, so.
Alright, now we gotta find a line out of here, dude. Fuck yeah.
You look like you're just going to clear that tree on your driver's front. I said just.
There were still a few tight and challenging sections to navigate, but I had Tim's help spotting and full daylight. I just had to make sure I didn't hit that transmission again.
Take the line that you're on. Keep going.
I don't think that's high enough to screw with your pan.
Alright, I didn't like the look on your face, so stop.
I just heard crunchy crunch, so. You probably want to turn to passenger right now. That was your hitch.
Okay, I'm back to pavement. I'm airing up, and it is such a relief that just replacing the pan and filling it with the oil got me off the mountain. I gotta give a huge shout out to Tim. Not only has he been an awesome host, as his wife Sally has been, but you know, he helped me out in terms of getting up here with a side-by-side and, you know, providing some moral support and technical support. The one thing I will tell all of you, if you have a third generation Nissan Frontier, you know, the 22 or later, actually it's probably 20 or later, because I think that's when they went to this transmission, this Mercedes design transmission. Get some kind of skid plate for that transmission. That pan is plastic. People have said sticks have broken it. And when that happens and you lose the fluid, the truck is completely immobile. There's no way to put it in neutral. There's no way to roll it. We tried to pull it. You're stuck. And I was up on Schoodic Mountain, and the only way to sort this was what we did. Go get a transmission pan, go get the Nissan Matic P fluid, which is the only thing that won't void your warranty, and get the appropriate tools and fill kit and have at it. I got held up here days waiting on parts. And you know, if you're any place off-roading, you're likely going to be similar kind of remoteness, and some people can't afford to wait days. Regardless of the fact this was advertised as more as a blue trail, I should have had more armor on this thing. Anyways, you know, if you're going to play the game, you've got to be willing to do this kind of stuff. You have to be willing to go and self-recover, because you got to be self-sufficient. That's what this is all about. I'm going to finish airing up. I'm going to go back to Tim's, and yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to see more Maine adventures, Maine always seems to be more of an adventure than we reckoned. Subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends, and go out there and, you know, do your thing. Experience this beautiful country, and just be prepared. See you next time.